We're back with another should you use said Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. This week we have an interesting one. Oh, and by the way, Happy New Year's to you guys. Hope you all had a great Christmas and happy holidays. Anywho though, this week we're covering Palafin. Now this one, like I said, is an interesting one because it is a very solid water type given its stats and move pool. But there are some aspects that can also make it a detriment to some players. One more small thing. I know I said last week I was going to start using comment suggestions, but with me working on this over the Christmas weekend, I wanted to get done early. So I don't have the comments as of yet for the Scovillain video, but next time 100% though, I will be using the comments with the most upvotes. Thanks for understanding. With that said, let's just hop in. Anywho, Palafin. This is a very intriguing mon to cover because while it is a fan favorite, it can be a somewhat pain in the butt to use. The player can get a Finizen in a variety of places. I personally found mine near Levincia in the East Province. From there, the player can evolve Finizen into Palafin at level 38 while in a Union Circle. I'm sure the majority of you guys know how this evolution works, but in case you don't, I'll give you a short synopsis. The Union Circle. You need to be online in order to evolve Finizen into Palafin. Go to a Union Circle at a Pokemon Center, have someone join, and from there, have your Finizen at level 37. Level it up once, and boom, it'll evolve. It's pretty simple on paper, but here's the issue. Not everyone has Nintendo Online, and not everyone wants to pay for it. Not to mention, not every single person is going to have access to online to begin with anyway. So let's say you do evolve Finizen into Palafin. Is it worth it to use? Well, let's dive a little deeper. Palafin has a wide move pool for what it's worth, sporting moves like its signature Jet Punch and Flip Turn for stab and pivot, whereas for coverage it gets Acrobatics, Iron Head, Ice Punch, Zen Headbutt, etc. It does have some great special moves as well, Hydro Pump, Surf, Ice Beam, Aura Sphere, Grass Knot, etc. Its base stats are 70 attack and 53 special attack. Well, with that, we already know it's not worth using. I'm kidding. Here's the good part. With its ability 0 to Hero, its stats skyrocket to 160 attack, 106 special attack, and 100 speed. Its defenses and HP are also very solid. Now the question is, why is this even up for debate to why you should use it or not? Well, 0 to Hero comes with a twist. In order to get these stats, Palafin has to be switched out. If you can look past the switching out, then congrats. Palafin is absolutely amazing to use. Everything about it doesn't lie. Competitively, it's 100% worth it to use. But from an in-game perspective, switching can be very tedious, especially when stats like those aren't necessary for an in-game playthrough. From everything I just described to you in terms of stats, move pool, and offensive prowess, it is 100% worth it to use. It's just, can you look past the ability? For important battles, I would say it performs in, well, all of them, even the ones that carry disadvantages. When you have king stats like these, realistically, it's kind of redundant for me to even cover the important battles. It just destroys everything. As far as other Pokemon to use if Palafin isn't your cup of tea, Azumarill is 100% a great alternative choice. 2 early great stab attacks right when it evolves, and it has the ability Huge Power. So, statistically, Palafin is one of the best Pokemon to use in Scarlet and Violet in general. Should you use it though? Well, that comes down to you. Are the stats worth the evolution process? And is activating the ability a tedious process for you? If not, cool. Palafin is a fantastic choice. However, if not, then it's not a great choice if these factors bother you. That's exactly why I put it on the Pokemon you shouldn't use list and the best list. Statistically, it is one of the best Pokemon to use. That's why it landed on the best list. However, should you use it? In my honest opinion, I think it's not worth it. That's just a matter of my own personal opinion though, as that was the main premise of the video for the top 10 Pokemon you should not use. Anywho, that wraps up if you should use Palafin or not. What'd you guys think? Let me know your thoughts on Palafin down below. With that, stay tuned for our next segment of Should You Use Said Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. I'll see you guys next week.